Transactional leaders were really in the business of helping followers meet those 3 lower level needs on the hierarchy. So these leaders are most concerned with satisfying the psychological, safety, and belonging needs of their followers, and it's an exchange. The leader exchanges the pursuit of these rewards, these needs, with good performance, good outcomes. So if the followers are doing a good job, the leader does what he or she can to satisfy these needs. If the follower does not do a good job, then the leader may take these away from them. They may not support the pursuit of these 3 needs. One of the concepts, a couple of the concepts that go with this were developed by Bernard Bass and his associates. He called these transactional factors. And the first is a contingent reward. So the approach here is that the leader looks at performance and then rewards good performance. The reward is only there if it's tied to that good performance. And the reverse is also true. It's called management by exception. The leader will step in and will punish poor performance. They'll give corrective action and feedback for bad performance. So you reward the good, you punish the bad, and it's all a transaction. Here are a few examples of this. Bill Belichick from the New England Patriots is an infamous transactional leader. He's won a bunch of Super Bowls. He's won even more games. So this leadership style can be effective, but he is very known for simple rewards and punishments. If you do a good job, you keep your position, you get to start, you get to play. If you don't do a good job, then you get benched, you become a second stringer, you get let go from the team. They have an expression on the Patriots, do your job. This is a classic transactional leadership philosophy. You do your job, things work out. You don't do your job, we get someone else who will do it. So it's easy to blow off this transactional approach as being old school and ineffective. But here we have a coach in the NFL who's won more Super Bowls than anybody. So you can't really blow off this style as ineffective or outdated because it still does work under certain circumstances. Another one is a fictitious example is Magneto. If you've ever watched the X-Men, Magneto is very much about moving forward, accomplishing the goals for the people that are around him, the X-Men that are around him. It's very task-oriented. If you're off the team, you're off the team. He doesn't have a lot of bad feelings about that. He just moves forward. We'll contrast him with Professor X later. And the third one, the one I really want to talk about is Johnny Lawrence from Cobra Kai. This is from the show Cobra Kai, which is sort of a sequel to Karate Kid. So Johnny Lawrence is a very interesting figure, but he is a leader. There's no doubt about it. He organizes his dojo around some very basic leadership philosophies that are all transactional. For example, we don't see him much caring for the physiological needs of his people like food, shelter, clothing, but he does provide safety. When he teaches his students karate, they can protect themselves. And also, he's all about this belonging. I wouldn't say it's about love and belonging, but it's about belonging. Once you're on Cobra Kai, you're a member of the team. You have the other team members who have your backs. They're definitely a group, a certain kind of dysfunctional group, but they are a group. And if you're part of that group, great. If you don't play by his rules, he kicks you out. Like he makes a lot of students leave in the first episodes because they just don't fit Cobra Kai. And so he's a very transactional leader, but he can be an effective leader nonetheless. If you're doing well, you get trophies for winning tournaments. If you're doing poorly, you do push-ups. You know, there's a consequence, reward for good performance, punishment for bad performance. That's all transaction.